all day. It was just, the flow was not very...
And now remember too, ideally you have one adult per table, including the teacher at table. And so it is really helpful if your adults show up like a half hour before so you can explain to them what you're doing so they know how to help the kids. So here's what we're doing. Each time we're adding more blue, a cup of white paint, make sure they're mixing it in. So, because kids do it at different paces, so they can kind of monitor the table. All right, now that I used a tip, I used kind of a half this time, I'm going to try and get, more of a full brush of blue when I show the kids that. And now I mix that in. So by the end of this stripe, we should be about the halfway point of our paper. So if the kids aren't close to there, just have them make wider stripes.
Okay.
So, you can do a really big one. We use too much white now, and it's going to be really hard for us to make this darker. And pour a little bit less white. Another tip, the kids sometimes have a hard time cleaning their paintbrush. You might want to give the adults in your room a sheet of towel like this. You guys have paper towel covered. Just give it to the adult. If she sees a kid's paintbrush has gotten really loaded, they can just take a paintbrush like this, just for the kids.
What kind of paint is this?
Like tempera.
Tempera paint.
Water. In theory, it washes off clothing, although I have found that red does not wash off. Since I got red in my own sweater. Okay, I'm having a hard time getting my blue darker. So this time I'm going to use 2 strokes of blue. To do that, I get a scoop of it and I wipe it on the side and let it dribble in. If I just go right into paint, I got to really kind of rinse my brush again. And I get another scoop of blue, and now I can mix it. So you guys can do that.
Yeah, so so an extra for yellow just so they can start in.
There you go. Done quick. See, look, there's hardly any difference in my values here. We use too much white.
Yeah, there's hardly any difference in my values.
Yeah, hardly any difference, but it's all good. Next time we'll put 3 strokes in.
There's subtle differences. Homer would be proud.
And then we swish, wipe. If your kids go directly into the blue and don't clean a brush, it's okay because we're only using blue and white paint. It's more kind of teaching them good habits for when they get into second and third grade. So don't panic like, oh, I need your blue. It doesn't really matter.
Okay.
We're just trying to teach them good habits. Okay, for us, this next one,
yeah, I clicked it.
let's add 3 scoops of blue. So I get my blue, wipe it into my cup, do it again, wipe it into my cup, and then I'm going to get my third. Let's try and see if we can amp this up a little bit. And then also wiping your brush on the side of the cup and letting that blue paint dribble in. This time, paint until you have about 2 inches left at the bottom. And that will be our very last row. And we're going to use pure blue for that last row. Rinse, wipe. You guys draw nice straight lines. The kids will not. You guys also are painting in solid, and the kids may do some skipping around when white shows. That's okay. That will just be waves or bubbles or whatever. So, all right, then you guys are so advanced. Just do your very last stripe, pure blue. If you run out of white paint in your cup. You're like, oh my gosh, I'm running out of paint. Do not add more white paint because then you kind of screw up your tint process. Just get your brush wet in the water and then go right into a little plastic cup. And that kind of stretches their paint. And what you guys have made here is really a giant value strip. You know, you go to Home Depot and home a paint strip, you know, of different values of green for your living room or whatever. And this is just a giant paint strip, just like they would you'd see in a paint store. All right, what do you think we do as soon as these kiddos are finished?
Take the brushes.
Take the brushes away. What I would do is I go up to you and say, great, you're done. Here's a wipe. Go sit on the rug. Is what I do. Have a parent or the teacher on the rug, ready to greet them, and reading a story. Bring the garbage can next to the rug so they can drop off their little wipes. The kids, it will take about 3 wipes to clean their hands for some of them. But yeah. Okay, so Jim, you would be adding too much water. You'd be a little boy where I would be taking away your water right now. Like, okay, we're all done with our water at this table.
Well, I'm glad we got an example.
All right, now for us, let's carefully lift ours up and put it over here on the table. Let's throw our, and do you see how much white paint we have left over? A lot, so we poured too much. This goes in the garbage. This goes in the garbage. Bring your paintbrush and your water container.